like these beats. Friday vibes, and it is a big Friday. There's no avoiding it. Something big in the room. We can't avoid the start of the show. I'm here. You're all here to hear the Mickle Pod and Pickle with Mickle. It's Friday. Let's go. When you are rolling, and we are, it feels good. You try to avoid things that might derail the feeling. Big things. Things in the room even. As I do just that, let's keep the good times rolling. Thanks again to Tanner Wallace, who joined me this week. Catch up on that interview, as well as last week's double setter, Kyle Kelman and Morgan Evans. Go Drive. That's how we keep it rolling. And I'm not even sure if I'll be able to keep up today with the beer bracket girls. I like lists, numbers, games with lists and numbers, names, league names, fantasy league names. You figured it out. Say it with me. Beer bracket girls. It will be a lot of fun on the court with them. And what a way to get into the weekend still avoiding it. Recent greatness needs to be mentioned, not avoided, re-mentioned if it's been mentioned before. I do try, and I know I can't always keep up with all the great things that are happening in the sports verse. And if I said it once before, it bears repeating. Diana Taurasi can ball. She can play some ball. Congrats on 10,000 points. Michael Lorenzen threw a no-hitter for the Phillies just 2 days after he was traded from Detroit. Welcome to Philly. That's the Phillies' 14th no-hitter in history, and also our baseball drop-in. The Phillies are in the hunt, and I know I said that once before. I've played in the sand, and today is a great day for that. Also, play with some kinetic sand. It is just the Friday for that. As we count down to the actual kickoff of the NFL season, I am using episode numbers to call back to NFL grades. We're going to keep it rolling. We must feel good. And I do. Now that I remember the primetime Raven when he wore number 37. Lester Hayes is a 37 I really remember. How can you not? And it's a lot because I try to forget the ball pinned to Tyree's helmet and 37 Rodney Harrison unable to pry a loose. You're not prying box office records away from Barbie. She is in the billionaire club now. That's with a B. Greatness again. Great job. Greta Gerwig, you are in the club. The only woman director in that club. You think she's a Raspberry Bombay type of gal? Because it's a Raspberry Bombay type of Friday. And it's also the day. Today is the day. Presidential joke day is today. Is it that the president's a joke, or that you make jokes about the president? Hi-oh! That just might have covered my political quota for the year. It just gets us too close. Too close to that thing in the room. It's not a donkey. It is in our nation's capital. Maryland. Wait, no. Virginia. That's where it is. I guess I cannot avoid it. I can't avoid it any longer. Well, a little longer. Long enough to remind you that you should treat your face and body better. It's always beard season. Beard up with Valhalla Beard and Body. The finest handcrafted balms and soaps. You'll love how that beard looks, how you feel. And hey guys, she'll notice too. Use promo code MIC15 at ValhallaBeardandBody.net. You've heard that old saying, there's that old saying. I guess we aren't talking about the in the room. I will. I can't avoid it anymore. Let's talk about the Buffalo in the room. Eric Bieniemy was brought in to be the head coach of the Washington Football Organization, whatever name it may take. Right now, he's the OC, assistant coach, of the Washington Commanders. Brought in by the new ownership regime who are hellbent on regaining some old flavor around our nation's capital when it comes to football. The flavor of winning. I don't need to go over Bieniemy's story. It is well documented out there. You can find it. You probably know it, including the results and the rings. Stay with the latter, basic principles, and perception. I'm not on the field. I'm a rabid, lifelong fan that wouldn't mind seeing a trip to the playoffs. Playoffs? Yeah, how about just that? We can start right there. So when I hear Riverboat Ron already in mid-season playbook and it's training camp, walking back what he said the day before, I think it doesn't matter. I also think if you hotshots out there on the field think that EB coming in has some magic wand, opens that secret playbook, bingo, bongo, bango. We got 75-yard touchdowns, 35 points a game, and Super Bowls. Well, then I think you might not be long in Washington either. Old school, okay, get to work. New school, okay, get to work. This is football, right? It's bad enough. You can hardly practice, and we talking about practice, man. And when the coach wants to get something out of the practice, now we hear about it. What it sounds like to me is a lot of panty wagging. Have you heard that one before? The head coach then spins it because he knows he is there to do that. The pressers. He's not there for long. And why would he be? The team has not done anything. And this is the new. Back to the Buffalo in the room. He has proven he can do it with elite talent. That is what you hear. Why hasn't he been a head coach? Ooh, too abrasive? Too old school? You'll hear that too. This is football. What changes everything wins. Hear that? Oh my. With the Buffalo out of the room, we are free and ready to get to it. More football. An exciting announcement right after this. We are not all the same. The Havik series from Mavericks Pickleball. Swing different. MavericksPickleball.com. Welcome back to the Mickle Pod. Glad you are here with me. And now, buckle up. We're getting right back into the action. You better have that popcorn ready. Ain't no time to adjust those depends. Back into the action right now. If you've heard my chat with Tanner Wallace, he said, give the Havik some time. Give a few games. And then buckle up. And I agree. The time is now. Use promo code PickleMickle. Go to MavericksPickleball.com. Order your Havik today. Now, back to Commander's Land. In Commander Land, you like that? Time is on our side. The future is bright. Bieniemy, unclear if he's a sunglass on the sideline guy, brings change and hope to a franchise and fan base that needs it. The new ownership, led by Josh Harris, the crew, and a little magic, is reviving that hope. Now, I hope you like this exciting announcement While out there on the dailies and nightlies, they are playing catch up with preseason predictions, etc. Right here, we have already gone through our preseason, and now starting Monday, there are 8 shows before September 7th. 8 conferences, all 32 teams, re-examined, re-evaluated. Will there be changes to our preseason predictions? With the organized tryouts in full effect, you never know. I don't even know where to start on Monday. One thing I know for sure is back in Commanderland, Sam Howell is gaining attention. A 5th-round pick out of North Carolina. Howell is the guy heading into the 23 season, the guy poised for a breakout year. No jinxes. I read Jarrett Bailey's article, at least a summary of that, in Touchdown Wire. Now, he claims to be the conductor, not just on the hype train. He is the conductor of the Howell hype train. He can see big things with Howell, who he has dubbed a breakout player. For 2023, I am right there with him. The weapons, the Mandalorian, Dotson, rotating running backs, as well as a defense that is top 10. Attention, Chase Young will be playing for now. Quarterbacks, more quarterbacks. You hear a lot about quarterbacks. I have not seen Rodgers on Hard Knocks. I think I'm waiting. I'm just waiting. I love hearing about it because this is the new Rodgers. In New York, it seems he can really just relax, just be a mentor. And if there are going to be any preseason blockbuster trades, let's just go ahead and get them done. In Baltimore, there's another number 8, Lamar Jackson. Lamar Jackson, he cannot RELAX. No way. Let's spend a little time here. And then I'll catch you up on a little talk I had with Jerry. We will get to Ravens and them Cowboys in our preseason 8-show countdown. Like EB, I'm hearing a lot about these two. That seems to be what the football sounds are. Bieniemy, Lamar, and, well, Dak. Like I said, hang on. The Ravens open up with Houston. 3 of their next 4 are on the road. Repetition, October 22nd versus Detroit. That one I have marked down as a pivotal early game in the return of Lamar. Now, when I talked with Jerry last year, he would not bite. He would not bite on my offer to give him those 10 wins. This year, I can't even get him on the phone. Now, Jerry, how about them Cowboys? Mark down October 29th when LA is in town. I know. Dak is back. We got to face him twice. I also know. That's why Jerry's so quiet. He knows this is the year. A quiet, waiting Jerry. Now that is a very scary Jerry. This year, how about we keep an eye on all 3? Let's have some fun. Lamar, Dak, and my guy Sammy. I'll keep you updated. You just come here and check in. It's going to be a lot of fun. No. No way, Jose. We are not done. Not here. Not today. I do need a mental break so I can focus on the court. Beer bracket girls are coming out later today. It's a mental break and to the court. Paddles up. Dinking, smashing, third shot dropping, got pickleball fever, and it's not stopping. It's pickle and maker, all right. I could just not be happier with this little segment, how it continues to grow and evolve. It's all about bringing pickleball to the people, meeting people in the Pickleverse, allowing me and you to hear their great stories, how pickleball affects their lives, whether it's as a pro or just in general, liking to play pickleball, doing great things in the Pickleverse. Keep on the court with me. I will continue to have great interviews, tournament recaps. If it's happening in the Pickleverse, I'll be dinking and dropping my best to keep you in the know. I had a great talk with Tanner Wallace. He'll pop back on the court with me soon. We mentioned newly signed Mavericks teammate Drake Baum. I'll be reaching out. Be cool to learn more about his story and bring him to you. Trust me, Drake is another one to watch. How are you watching? Where has the coverage been best? What have you liked about pickleball on TV? What do you think could be better? If you get out there and if you do it the right way, they're listening. Trust me, they are. And they will make the improvements subtly, because think about it. It will not be going away anytime soon. You got the Pickle Blam, there might be a Pickle Blam, but the Pickleball Slam Series, the tours, MLP Season 2, right around the corner. Like a sweet ATP shot. I've done like 2 of those. No tweeners, I have done an ATP or 2. The PPA off this week. They're going to return. They'll be in Utah. It's the Vulcan Tournament of Champions. That's next week. So you know what we're going to do? Let's drop in on the APP. Action's underway at the SunMed St. Louis Open. Lots of great pros on the APP tour. APP also doing a lot internationally as well. A recent announced partnership, which is really cool. They did the thing over in England. Now with Pickleball Salamanca, I think that's right, to help with the Spanish Open, a partnership to promote, which is in September 1st through the 3rd in Salamanca, if I said that correctly, Spain. I mean, this partnership further shows APP commitment to the international growth of the sport. And I mentioned the events, England, Sweden, India also, Indian as well. This event is being moved from Madrid, where it has been previously. This is one of Europe's premier pickleball tournaments this year. Do you still think that we're not going to see Pickle Olympics in 2028? If I believe everything I see, buckle up. We've got Pickle video games. Who's going to stream it first? Netflix, Prime, Hulu, ESPN Plus. There's got to be a Pickle series in the works or multiples. Must be. Sources tell me at the time they are not considering the rise of Pickle with Mickle from cucumber to big dill. Well, I mean, keep up your support. You never know. I mean, someday I'll have better hand speed at the kitchen. I'm working on it. I've been working on a lot. My first tournament is next week at Pickleball Backyard. Be sure that I will keep you informed about that, our results, how it was, the whole deal. I'm very excited. For me, actually, it's still about getting to the right place on the court, keeping my balance, my return, my drops. Crap. My game's a mess. And that's what makes pickleball so fun. You got to get out and play. I think you will love it. And I will at some point, maybe somehow from this tournament, get a duper rating. We're going to get off the court right now. We're going to wrap things up. Dinking, smashing, third shot, dropping, got pickleball fever, and it's not stopping. It's Pickle and Mika. Pickle and Mika. Pickle and Mika, all right. Pickle on. And we are moving on to another August preview. It's hot, folks. And while nothing is hotter than Barbie at the box office, let me give you a sneak preview of some things that are heading to the screens and streams. Some do look interesting. Some, well, we might be talking about Wonder Woman and Mr. Grey together in Heart of Stone, dropping today on Netflix. Red, White, Royal Blue. I see Uma Thurman. Well, I do like her. Not sure how this offering from Prime will do. The Pod Generation. This looks creepy. Only if because it looks very possible. There's a new Dracula take, a Blue Beetle. Lightsabers and Mutant Ninja Turtles. Elegant for a simpler time. I have had a great time this Friday, and I still get to chill with the Beer Bracket girls. I hope you have a great time this weekend. Enjoy everything you do. Be well. Stay safe. Then come back here. I'll be here. Right here. Next time. For more.